Hey guys, it's Sun from Stories Untold Till Now with part 2 of The Dark Egg. Now, I have a newfound confidence in my voice, which is probably a false sense of security, but you know what, c'est la vie. I'm in a better mood, and I want to stay in this better mood because nothing's more important to me than reaching my dreams, so I just gotta study my butt off even more. Great! Anyway, it is 12 a.m.-ish at the moment. I don't really count or pay attention to what time it is, but you know what? Screw it, right? Alright, let's continue where we left off. We stopped at, I believe, where it was the chapel, where I was like, oh, well, we won't do that because my sanity was insanely low, and I was like, oh geez. Okay, we got a sanity back. Cool. So we want to go here. We want to go to the Overlook, we want to go to the Abbey, and we want to go to the chapel, and we want to go to the back. Yep. Forward. You creep past the mannequins, slowly, without a sound. They don't move, yet when you turn around, the ones behind you have turned their heads. Well, yes, that is what they do. Their eyes bore into you. You've done this walk before, but that doesn't mean you'll like it. Of course not. You've arrived at the end once again. The store. Tentatively, you go through the you go to open the door in front of you. Nothing looks out of place. This is the same door. You're sure of it. Steeling yourself, you unlock the door and creak it open to what looks like the back of the chapel. Only something seems off. This is the chapel. We're here. Oh gosh. Okay, we'll do the altar. You go to the altar in the center and find the stone resting on it instead of an egg. Bizarrely, the barrier has returned, or perhaps this is a different barrier, a different altar altogether. This time, the beacons of the pedestal holds are turned off. Testing one of the pedestals, you find the switch they hold are working this time around, only they are a bit unpredictable. Press on, one turns on some lights, a press on the other turn them off, at least they're consistent. The stone shimmers behind the barrier, some pedestals. It is pure black than the paves of this chapel. The pedestals rest, their beacons become unlit. What would pressing the switches do? I figured it out the first time. Hey, you hear the click of, but the lights shut off. The switches are behaving differently too. Okay. Wait. Hold on. This goes here. Okay, hold on. Oh, I hate these types. Oh, okay. Another click, but the pedestal shuts off. But the pedestal shuts off again. One locks with a barrier. It will need to be lit and unlocked. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing right. The pedestal roars to life and finally quenches the barrier. With a low drone, it vanishes from view as all four pedestals stand with lit beacons. All that's left is to grab the stone. We have a knife. I don't want to hear any issues. I don't like the sound. Ooh, that was a whisper too. Where the stones now rest, thou lies nothing. Okay, pictures. Heading over to the chapel's gallery, you find each picture is distorted. For some reason, it's impossible to tell why they are wrong, but they can feel wrong. Fundamentally, the colors, the setting, it's all wrong. You feel disgusted and have to turn away. You turn to the window would-be, find pictures instead. The other side of the chapel holds no windows, only a flat wall of black stone. In fact, it dawns on you there are no windows here. Not even small ones. You go to open the chapel doors but find them locked. Your key doesn't work. Well, I guess that's it. Prize in hand, you decide it's time to head back. You turn back and open the closet, finding the long hallway once more. Only thing left to do. Alright, we'll explore. Wait. Oh, okay. That's it. You walk down the hallway, wondering if you saw what was a dream, but the shimmering stone in your hand gently says otherwise. The floor's a mess, but not a speck of dust in sight. The piano waits. Okay, that's great. Just leave. Yeah, well, we're gonna leave now. So, sanity's still Gucciarino trauma. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna save, though. Right here. Yeah. Overwrite that one. You can overwrite that. Yep. Okay, cool. Now let's go to the Overlook. We're gonna go to the inn. And we're gonna give the man the stone. You tell the man you've gotten the stone. He perks up immediately. Did you now? Well, let's see. You rifle through your bag, find it, handing it to him. Oh, shoot. You rifle through your bag and find it, handing it to him. His eyes light up and he cradles the stone close like a child. My, this is my stone alright. What a beauty it is. He leans back in the chair examining the stone. Its sheen is even more exaggerated than the dim light. I must say I wasn't sure you'd manage, but you did, young one, you did. With a pleased sigh, he puts the stone back down and slides it back to you across the counter. Wait, he puts the stone and slides it back to me? He opens his drawer, pulls out a paper, and he writes. I looked at him with growing confusion. You thought he wanted the stone. Yes, I did, young one, but not to keep, he smiles. A tired man like me has no need for such a stone. There's nothing left for me to change. I only wanted to confirm the rumors I heard so very long ago. Now that I have, I am more than satisfied. He gestures for you to pick up the stone. Go on, take it. Use it wisely. And of course, your key. He places the key on the counter. You might as well leave the gates open while you're at it. I fear any others who might have tried to get past them are long gone now. It is silent for a bit, and thinking the conversation over, you begin to turn. Oh, and before you go, young lord, I should warn you, the man calls out to you. I'm sure you've seen the mist around the city. It makes things cold. Very cold. Going without proper clothing will be a terrible idea. You won't make it far. Of that, I can assure you. The firelight dances across this room. There are a few windows where the rain snuff. It feels safe. Well. Oh, I can still collect money? Alright, we're gonna go to the path. We'll look at the... Oh, that's right, we can't. You approach the gate, key in hand. The metal is frozen to the touch, but the key slides in and fits snugly inside. A small turn and a series of grinding clicks are heard from the lock. All at once, the gate begins pulling outward away from you. Metal screeches at regular intervals as the gate moves, perhaps for the first time in years. The gate begins to slow as it fully opens. Whatever mechanisms inside that were giving you force to move also seem to be holding you in place. The path to the ruined city is open. The snow surrounds the open gates. Their black frozen frames look like an open jail cell, warning of the danger inside. I was about to say, I thought I forgot it to press something. We're gonna go back to the Overlook for now, though. Okay. Let's go back. We'll do the Abbey. Oh. Ah, hello again. Is there something you wanted to talk about? Nope. Alright, well, I guess there's no point in stopping the inevitable. We gotta keep going. I was hoping to buy... Wait, can we buy the jacket? No, we have a jacket already. I think we're good then. The snow's getting heavier. Your hands are freezing. What is up with the Michael Myers knockoff music? I love it. Ruined architecture carves a path through the snowy road up to the city's entryway, a grand stone bridge. Bordering the entire city, or at least as much as you can see, is a great chasm. You cannot see the bottom, only black nothingness it drops into. Snow rests on top of the mountain on both sides. Across the chasm, past the city, lies more of the horizon. I low-key want to do fan art of this game just because I can clearly imagine everything. The bridge is old and broken at various points, but it's your only way forward. It should be safe to walk, you tell yourself. It has to be. Baby. The cold has become unbearable. Luckily, your coat keeps you warm. We're gonna save on number 2. Yes, because if I die, I'd rather be able to have a saving point. Energy is already down. Recovery. Alright, I guess. Crossing the bridge is no simple feat. As grand as it appears on your way there, it is grander to cross. Thankfully, it feels sturdy. You think you saw pillars reaching down into the chasm for support, and it gives you a sense of safety. Corpses dot the bridge as you cross it, some frozen, some without flesh. Awareness, rifle through the body. Yeah, might as well. Nothing that many of these are likely to be adventurers. You begin rifle through each corpse for gold items, weapons, or anything of value. You do find a few things. As you search the eyes of the lost and the frozen catchers, even as you try to avoid them, it shakes you. I don't blame you. Your keen eye spots some extra gold laying around. Corpses dot the bridge. Is that it? It's just... Oh, okay, health, cool. My sanity is going down. Alright, well... You continue your trek forward, making the way past the chasm. Around you is naught but a wasteland of wind and snow. The landscape speckles itself with ruined buildings, old stone roads, and shattered monuments. The walls of the city reach much farther than what still stands. As you reach the end of the bridge, it comes out to a large drop downward. Through the mist, you can faintly see the broken remains of a stairway. The bridge overlooked the city square. If only you could see anything past that frigid wall of mist. No. Okay, let's do left. You walk up the staircase to a higher portion of the city. Ruins of the town lie below you, fading into the fog as you climb. At the top of the staircase is a wide walkway filled with stands, homes, banners, the remnants of well-used markets. Snow covers everything you see. It's quiet. Houses, broken as they are, block your view past the immediate street. You continue down the street, passing houses and thin roads until you reach the end of the street. On your side is a large staircase, and on the other an old abandoned shack. Guardrails pen you from falling. The street leads to the markets and stairs down to the city. The door of the shack creaks when it opens. It's old and doesn't open all the way, but there's enough room for you to step in. The shack is empty, dusty, books lie against the wall, and small library of sorts, though most are torn and unusable. A large window lies at the side of the shack, overlooking the ruined city. Just barely through the fog, you can make out a woman standing in the corner. The air is stale as the shack itself. The bookshelf is filled with plenty of books, some older than others. Titles on their spines are written in the same strange language you found in the books of the chapel. Unreadable, an old native language, maybe. You go to the window and squint, trying to discern as much as possible. The fog fights you at every turn. The only thing clear is the ruins of various houses and the woman. Looking closer, you can see her mouth moving. She turns towards the window and shovels her head upward. Your eyes meet. She stands still. Her mouth is moving. She's saying something. You can't tell. She looks down. She walks away. Oh, I thought my sanity would have taken a hit from that. The attic is bright, surprisingly so. A few steps up the ladder and you see why it directly leads outside. A large hole of the roof opens to a flat terrace atop of the shack, connecting sprawling spider web of rooftop walkways above the common road. The rooftops have clear wear on them. The height makes travel precarious. The stone bridges lead to a large circular fountain of sorts, though nothing flows anymore. A broken pergola towers over the area covered in snow. The sky courtyards overlook the town below. A pathway leads to the rooftop of the main city, but the catwalks there are dangerously decayed. We're gonna go back to the shack. Okay. Jeez. This path is mostly clean compared to the bridge, though small patches of crumbled dots on the edges. Soon the path extends to a circular courtyard. Its edges dot, which pillars of varying levels of decay is not particularly large, but it's open enough. The center is well, and its east lies to a narrow set of stairs to the upper section of the city. A body lies against the well. Come closer. You think you hear talking, but it's faint, very faint, almost like a whisper. You pause and wait for more talking, but nothing comes. You step toward the body and lean down, but quickly find them dead. There's no chance that voice came from there. You approach the well and hear whispering in. Come closer. It's clearly coming from the well. From the corner of the eye, you notice the dead body holds a hand out. It's no. You lean down and grab it. Don't open! It trails off. Given dried blood in his head, it seems written hastily, the only thing he had left. More, please. No. The stairs are, oh my goodness, there's too many paths. Yikes. They climb, giving way to the city above. Stone grows more polished and ornate with every step. Living quarters, perhaps. Motionless in the center of the pavilion are two rows of stone statues facing away from you. Peering out the great city, you see the remains of villages and yards strewn across the wasteland. It's a long way down. The market on the other side of the city sticks out even through the fog. The second village bridge remains jutting from the pavilion, telling you they used to connect all the way here a long time ago. Finally, to your right lies a massive temple, wide and towering into the bridges above, towering higher than even this lookout. Statues shimmer with a glossy black. They look no worse than wear, mostly protected from the elements. You pull yourself next to one of the statues, finding it to be oddly warm when you touch it. From here, you can guess where the statue is looking. In an open area of the city is a faint image of a woman. She stands still like a ghost. The statues are trained on her. Great! You travel down the stone hallway until you reach a closed-off room at the far end of the monument to the Dark Egg. Carved in stone, a monument. Mountain ridge lies in the distance, with waterfalls washing forward into the lush forest. Off the wall, in the central basin, lies a stone replica of the egg, which stone trees surround it. The room is empty, besides the beautiful monument and an elevator. You take a closer look at the monument. The writings are unreadable, but the carvings tell a story. Great winged creatures fly down from above the people to the ground. Some people raise their hands to the beast, some kneel, some bow, so all are smiling. The beasts are difficult to make out, gashes in the old line, up to their forms perfectly, as if someone intentionally distorted them. Some wings hold tens of eyes, and some have none. Most what look like multiple heads, though you cannot tell. Their limbs are humanoid, but unpredictable. The egg lies central to them, being gifted down to the people. The forest surrounds it, lush with life. Elsewhere are barren wastelands, whatever the egg is not. Rather than waterfall flowing towards the egg, it seems like everything originates from it, and of course the ornate egg still lies offset from the monument. In fact, the position of the egg is rather strange. Peering down, you notice that a series of latches looking in place, quite similar to the chapel, in fact. This room is empty, save for the beautiful moment. You dealt with something like this before. Oh. I'm gonna keep playing. Okay. Did it. With a click, the egg comes undone. The stone is oddly warm. The room is empty, save for the beautiful monument. I'm gonna take that egg, okay? A gate of the side of the room catches your eye. Behind the steel bars is a cage lifted of some kind. The gate is easy to open, but the wooden platform is far below. In the city, certainly not safe to step on. The elevator sits, inactive. Its gears are a bit rusted and covered with snow. Alright. We already... Cool. So, I'm looking at this too. Alright. Cool, so, because I'm gonna open this thing, oops, even though I know I shouldn't. Where are you? Don't open. Okay! Great! Down the well we go! You hook your rope into a large stone and pull it into the ground and wrap another one around yourself. You position yourself at the well's verge as you begin your descent. It's hard to judge the depth of the well, but the further you go, the more you worry about not having a rope to reach. Quickly stand on tide. The well's dark. Dark and dank. Your eyes adjust, albeit slowly, whereas the well's opening and there's only one sheet of darkness. Strange, the well can't be that deep, can it? A small illumination of tunnel at the side well comes. It's like, oh, you made it. Come closer, please. 15 XP. Did I die? You head into the cave's maw, couching to fit and intent, finding the source of the glow. It only takes a few steps until the tunnel opens up. The area is small but breathable. The stone walls are polished, carved, clearly man-made. Old clothes are strewn about the floor. At the far side of the room is a wooden confessional built into the wall. A curtain drapes over its opening. The light comes from behind it. Against the binder is the shadow of an old woman rocking back and forth. Oh, there you are. Please open up my curtain, won't you? I wish to see you. You step forward to those clothes laying in the corner of the room. Many are scratched and tattered. Some leave. Oh. We're gonna die. Hold on. Wait. I'm not dying like this. There we go. Oh, hello. Thank goodness you're here. Please, open my curtain, will you? Who? What? Who are you? You ask her who she is. I'm just an old woman in need of help. Nothing more. You can hear a smile in her voice. What are you doing, ass, down here? Will you help an old... What's with the light? There might be a light back here after all, but I can tell. I'm so used to darkness, I can't see any lights. How long have you been down here? She speaks for too long, oh traveler, too long. No. What should I do? She bangs against the wood of her box? Oh no! Nope. She wide grade. Nope. Your strength is enough and you rip her. I just got excited. I'm sorry. You leave! Oh no. That was gonna kill me! I have to use you. Nah. You're funny. I already did all this, did I not? Statues, hallway. Yeah, okay. Nah, she was gonna kill me, y'all. She was gonna eat me! That was just terrifying. Jump? Yeah, sure, why not? You gauge the distance, see if your rope can reach the bottom. There's 2 studded ones you can tie to. If only you could see anything past the frigid mist. Rope securely fastened, you begin your descent into the heart cold as you feel you touch. Blah. What was once sprawling with life is now barren and open. Destroyed houses and crumbling walls surrounding the area. Anything still intact will be for long. A large altar lies in the corner of the square. Step walk up either side, offering table, glittering snow does not touch it. Near the far end of the square, is a large elevator of sorts. It's hard to see from here, but it doesn't seem terribly damaged. In the middle of the square is a woman standing in the statue, the same we saw from the shack. But as soon as you take your first step into the courtyard, she snaps her head to you. Her eyes are glassy white, and her mouth moves. You hear nothing. She does not move. She only stares. Beyond her, a great temple with 2 closed doors stands. It pierces above the fog, and up a catwalk walks to the city. Up. She's a witch. Love that. Okay, we're just going to do the offering table first. Large altar is a bit removed from the rest of the square, but elegant stone says it's an important piece of citizens. You walk up to the staircase to the main altar table and are met with a glittering of gold from various travelers and brilliant ruby. The black egg is etched into the altar. We're not doing that. Hold on, what does the egg do? Do we know? I don't want a soul stone. Where is my egg? It's just a sculpture, so we might as well. The stone dark egg you took from the monument feels warm to the touch. You feel it's excited in some odd way. It pulls you to the table and you offer it. Putting it in the right center, it stands upright as if it was always meant to be there. After placing the egg, a potion you did not notice lies on the edge of the table near your hand. You hear a clank behind you and notice the elevator raising its platform by itself. Its old gears creak to life, shaking off the snow and dust. You catch the eyes of the witch, who has moved to the base of the altar. Her frozen visage has faded as you can feel the warmth and calmness coming from her. Traveler, she speaks, her voice is deep, reverberating through your body, as if speaking beside you. Thank you. Her health confuses you. You look perplexed, she said. Are you wondering how I move? It was from your faith. She points to the offering table. I need your help, traveler. Please talk to me as soon as you can and listen to my story. She walks away from the altar. The offering table is satisfied. The witch's attention is focused on the bridgeway above. She doesn't seem to notice you. You've come, she smiles. Then allow me to tell you what happened here so many years ago. Why was there an attack button? Why was there an attack? This city used to be a massive center of prosperity. The people worked hard and created paradise for themselves. But large beasts, known as the Sky Children, came to take from the people what was rightfully built with their bare hands. The Sky Children deemed of their people, their time, their worship, their belongings. In return, they gave empty promises, and their sweet words corrupted the people who heard them. None besides me understood. I hunted the Sky Children, for none could see what needed to be done. She peers up to the bridgeway. Up there is a Sky Child, or so he claimed. He is not truly. He only mimics them. He wanted their glory. He learned their magics to get it. The people believed him and made her into sort of a god king. It didn't matter the cost to the city, to the people. The Sky Sire couldn't be satisfied and only asked for more and more. So I tried to slay him that day on so many years ago. I cannot recall when. I stabbed him with a rod that turned his own magic against him. He was powerful, though, far more than I expected. He threw me off the bridge and tried to banish me from his realm, but I did not die. I refused to let him kill me, so he crippled me instead. He tortured me, froze me, stole my voice and my magic. In the end, all I could do was hold on to my life while still pushing my own magic into him as much as I could. She looks around at the frozen city with melancholy. Truly, I lost my sense of time. It seems nothing is left to protect anymore. For so long we have fought, both of us dying and yet refusing to die. I don't even remember when we started. She turns back to you. But traveler, now that I'm free, I can tell you, I can help you, I can still use my magic on him. Please go and slay that vile beast for me and for the people who once thrived here. The witch's attention is limited to the bridgeway above, but she still smiles when she notices you. I'm not attacking that witch. We leaving that girl alone. Temple. Steps to the temple are wide, circling around the vast double doors. There's a little height difference between them, more than anything. Reaching the doors, you notice a large cutout directly in the middle, binding the door shut. Grabbing the handles and pulling makes no movement. They're locked. The doors to the temple are shut, unmovable, and their stone is glossy and sleek. Not a crack in it. Many of the houses in the square are nothing but rubble. Few of the ruins, however, hide some old treasures. The large house in the center of the square still has some structural to it, a town center perhaps, or maybe a mansion for a noble. Its storage room still protected from the elements. You find a bundle of rope and old small painting of the town square. The empty square now pans the entire city, and the temple still dwarfs in it. Oh. Okay, we'll do the elevator. The elevator stutters into motion, responding to your steps as you approach. You're not sure how it knows. Frayed ropes loop around the pulleys above, but there's no one below to pull them. The wooden platform is stable as it glides, but it has no support. Yet the lift arrives at your feet, and all the same, a panel is attached to it. The elevator waits for input. There are only 3 heights to choose. So the bridgeway. The ancient bridge spans across the city in small crescent shape. Its wide deck bounded by thick stone walls waist high. It towers over every building in the city. I saw that one, blah blah blah. And in plain view of the windows, an odd creature of some kind hunched over it, covers itself with great white wings, and it's bleeding. Etching run the entire length of the walls, bridges, all of them creatures or of the dark egg. We ain't gonna go to the creature first, we're gonna go north. The bridge slowly dips down the closer you get to the markets. As it ends, it comes close to the courtyards near the shack. While it still weighs higher, you find an old ladder on the ground near the edge. So long, a steel body might be enough to reach platforms extended off one of the lower platforms. With a push, the ladder begins to slide down. You slow it down and aim for the bridge. It touches down with room to spare. At the edge of the bridgeway, it's a default built into the deck with the width of the ladder. You slip the ladder into place and it holds steady. The bridge overlooks lower courtyards and the markets even further below. The steel ladder lays down. Might as well. Sky courtyards. Huh. Okay, we're gonna go back to the bridge and we're gonna go south. Creatures last. As you walk toward the pavilion, the bridgeway seems to climb upward ever so slightly. The incline is subtle, and you aren't sure if you're imagining it. With every step, the chill of the cold dwindles and the city fogs lift. Or maybe you've forgotten to climb above it. You notice how thin the clouds have gotten. At the edge of the bridge is light, dim in the distance, but growing brighter as you come closer. You keep climbing. An overwhelming warmth blankets you as you get close, and a blinding light rests above the bridge's end. You look up and see something, a white gate. A porcelain white staircase leads up, disappearing into the light. Everything is still. Calm. Strange. You feel that you've seen this place before. Nothing looks quite right, yet it's familiar somehow. The edge of the bridge blends into the foot of the staircase, seemingly from an ancient stone to smooth alabaster. You see snippets of your memories, old, new, swirling in light, like nostalgia, old friends, they greet you. Step away. You lower your head and turn, walking back down the freezing abyss. Yeah! Okay. 3F, interesting. Coming closer to the creature, you see a massive wound on its side. Below its wings, it's bleeding. It looks infected. The creature perks up and a bit turns. His face is nearly human, save for the black eyes and elongated skull. It juts out like a sharp knife centered on its nose. It's kind of creepy. Underneath the pointed nose is a pointed mouth that speaks, "Ah, you, child, won't you please help me?" His eyes widen with hope when he meets yours. He gestures to his festering wound. "Please, please help me. Help this poor creature." Listen to what he says. The creature looks pleased as you come close. "Oh, it is good that you've come, a miracle it is." His wings unfurl with some effort. "I am the Sky Sire, as you call me." "I am a Sky Child." The Sky Sire sits back, wings open. He's now fully visible. Wound looks painful and rotten. The Sky Sire regards you with a bit of curiosity. "You do not know the Sky Children. Everyone on the island should know." "Ah, of course. You are not of the island, are you? My apologies." He straightens himself as he can and then continues. "The Sky Children are angels from the heavens. To bless this island, they come down and grace the people with their presence. Look," he gestures to the wall at the etchings of the bridge. "That is them. They are of them, and me of me as well." A faint smile graces his face. "From the children came prosperity, peace, and that is good. And so it was the people blossomed too. But for every good human who understood their place, there was another who wanted to conquer Sky Children for their own lust and power." His face twists. "Those who would attack the good children attacked me for their own selfish greed. Nothing but snakes that learn to walk," he spits. The Sky Sire stops short while talking, grimace enveloping his face. He clutches near his wound. My apologies, the pain only gets worse by the day, you see. It's a nasty curse given to me by the devil itself. It burns deeper and festers endlessly, all from her down there. He points to his wing down there. Down in the middle of the city, do you see her? You walk toward the bridge and look down. Down you see the same woman you saw before, the frozen one. She still stands where you found her. You see her, don't you? That's the witch is the reason why I'm like this, he groans as he adjusts himself. The witch is why I cannot move from the spot. It was she who gave me this festering, rotten wound. Even now, she still digs her knife into me, my magic barely keeping her back. It is all I can do to keep struggling against her, as I have done alone for centuries. Intelligence. Okay. You feel there's more to this than what he's told you. You start to defend the witch, saying you aren't convinced she'd do something like this. He narrows his eyes. And what makes you so sure? Feeling. A nasty scowl forms on his face. Just a feeling. It's just a feeling you think I'm lying. Just a feeling that this wound isn't killing me. Just a feeling that the war doesn't exist, he spat. Get the hell away from me. You turn to leave. The Skysire calls out to you as you walk. And kill the witch while you're at it. Oh, you're back, says this guy. What is it? I'm not gonna. Oh, I'm a little. Oof. Great. Alright, guys, this is where I'm gonna end episode 2. And I'll see you, I don't know, the next episode. Stay sunny.